has always been a powerful way of self-expression. It has been known as a reflection of through different decades. We see it all through our campus in our everyday life, and we see the unique fashion taste that everyone has. But how has this evolved over time? Fashion trends have been known to change over time. This either includes cultural shifts, economic conditions, and the advancements throughout social media. We have experienced fashion changes ourselves through our whole life, from either going to our skinny jean era to now our baggy jean era. As someone who likes to keep up with the current fashion trends and look past fashion trends, I have a good understanding of the evolution of fashion. I will be talking about the big three fashion decades for me, and they're going to be the 1980s, the 1990s, and the 2000s. The 1980s were defined by power dressing, and it consisted of the oversized blazers for both men and women. The 1990s fashion was a mix of baggy jeans and flannel shirts, and dresses became the mainstream for women. The 2000s was known as the Y2K fashion, and it included boho chic and streetwear trend. And this is considered the best decade for fashion by many others, and for me as well. Now, why do people change their style over time? Our style has a lot to do with our self-expression and our identity, and it's a form of nonverbal communication, and this allows us to show our different personalities. Another reason why we change our fashion style is that we grow up. As we grow up, we can see the different changes we make to our style, either to fit in or to have a more mature look. We gain new experiences and new values, and this leads to changes in our preference. What we felt was right 5 years ago might not feel right for us now, and that's completely fine. Whether it's in a professional setting or in everyday life, we make constant changes. Another common reason we change our style is to boost our confidence. Being able to style ourselves and give different changes to ourselves can enhance our self-esteem. And the main reason for most people to change their style is to try to fit in a circle with their fashion. This includes either a club or a group or just in a professional setting. But we most likely tend to follow trends based on celebrities and influencers. I will now be talking about the 1980s and the 1990s and how they were similar, but they both had good comparisons that we can make. Well, the 1980s was known to be a more bright fashion style. On the other hand, the 1990s was more cooled down and it had neutral colors. Both of them had similarities though. In the 1980s and the 1990s, we can see skirts and the bright, whether they're bright or neutral, used by women in these decades. This is going to be the 1980s in their style, and we can see they have very colorful style. We can see the blazers, the skirts, as well for like bright neon colors. While on the other hand, the 1990s was more basic, but we can still see neutral colors and skirts as well. An example that can demonstrate the changes fashions is looking back at movies. For example, Clueless. This is a picture from the movie Clueless, and we can see the main character. In the movie, we can see both the combination of styles of the 1980s and the 1990s used by her. In the 1980s, the color neon was used a lot, whether it was in shirts, leggings, or leg warmers. And for these factors and many others, this era became called retro. Finally, the big cultural influences that both of these decades had on fashion was that the 80s was more focused on fitness and wealth, but on the other hand, the 90s were not really focused on that, and they were focused on having more of a laid-back attitude. Now, why is the 2000s considered the best decade of fashion? The 2000s fashion is considered the best by many because it became a mix of celebrity influence, and it became the beginning of fast fashion, meaning we were allowed to have more access to different clothing items that we didn't have in the past. This is where people start to become careless and they dress how they feel is right for them. Many rappers and pop stars had a big impact in this trend, and many fans contributed to it. The main people of the fashion trends were going to be Britney Spears, and Paris Hilton. As fashion started growing, it was easier to get pieces that we wanted and for more affordable prices as well. And this brought up a wider audience for fashion. To this day, we still try to bring back the 2000s because it was a careless era of time and it had iconic moments, and we can see low-rise jeans used as well in the 2000s. And we still, to this day, we go thrifting and we try to find stuff that are related to it because we want to have the sense of the 2000s. And constantly we see people on TikTok try to recreate the Y2K look, and it shows how big of an impact this decade had.